terrified, was about to pull Kai away and run. But Kai grabbed his hand and told him not to be afraid. Bin was surprised, but as the spirits drew closer, they didn't seem threatening. He breathed a sigh of relief. The villagers' spirits seemed to want to communicate something. One spirit approached Bin and Kai and spoke softly. "We're trapped here because of the curse of that evil spirit." The villagers' spirit said, its voice as gentle as a whisper in the wind. "But you have helped us find release. Thank you." Bin felt relieved but still had a question. "Why were you all wandering in the school? What happened to the ancient village?" The spirits explained that a century ago, the village was devastated by a terrible plague. The survivors believed they were cursed and asked a sorcerer to perform a ritual to protect the village. However, the greedy sorcerer used the ritual to summon an evil spirit from the shadows, asking it to grant him and his family wealth and power in exchange for the villagers' souls. The evil spirit, being very greedy, killed the sorcerer and took his soul along with the villagers. Because of its cruelty, a monk with great magical power came and sealed it in this chest. But in the battle, the monk exhausted himself and passed away, unable to help the villagers' spirits find peace. Thus, they still wandered here. When the school and park were built on the site of the old village, the villagers' spirit continued. During construction, the chest fell and the mirror inside cracked, allowing the evil spirit to escape. However, it could only partially manifest because the talisman still existed. The evil spirit wanted to fully escape and needed more souls, so it continuously caused mysterious phenomena and deceived you. The spirit looked at Bin and said, "If you had burned the talisman earlier, the situation would have been dire." "But why did the evil spirit turn into me to deceive him?" Kai asked. It had never seen me before. Hearing this, the villager's spirit spoke again. "Of course, it had seen you," the spirit said, looking at Bin. By looking into this boy's mind, it saw the person he paid special attention to, the one deeply imprinted in his mind. As the spirit finished speaking, Kai understood. The fake Kai, created by the evil spirit, was based on Bin's impressions and feelings towards her. She turned to see Bin's embarrassed face and noticed his ears turning red. The awkward moment was broken by the spirit's farewell. "But now, thanks to you, especially this young girl, we can finally be free." The spirits began to fade away, bit by bit into the air. When the last spirit disappeared, the atmosphere around them became warmer and more peaceful. Bin and Kai looked at each other, feeling as if a great burden had been lifted. Bin and Kai decided to bury the chest under the old tree behind the schoolyard, a place rarely visited. With the light from their flashlight, they left the storage room, carrying the old chest with the mirror and the sealing talisman inside. Late at night, in the stillness, only the rustling of leaves and their soft footsteps could be heard. Reaching the old tree, Bin and Kai stopped. The huge tree, with roots protruding from the ground like giant hands, created an eerie atmosphere. Bin began to dig a hole, sweat dripping from his forehead despite the cold night. Kai stood by, helping Bin while keeping a wary eye on their surroundings, ready to respond to any unexpected events. When the hole was deep enough, Bin carefully placed the chest inside. Kai gently touched the lid one last time, feeling the coldness and power within. "I hope this will keep the school safe, and the chest will remain here with the evil spirit forever," she said, her voice pensive. Bin nodded and began to cover the chest with soil, hiding it under the thick earth. Once the task was completed, they stood silently, looking at the old tree, feeling the heavy burden lifted. "We did it," Bin said, a light smile of relief on his face. Kai nodded, feeling a light breeze, as if a thank you from the freed spirits. They returned to their classroom, feeling lighter and hoping that the school would no longer be haunted by its dark past. On the way back, Kai explained to Bin that she had just transferred to the school and noticed something was off. The gloomy atmosphere and wandering shadows made her anxious, prompting her to communicate with the spirits. Through talking with the spirits under the old tree earlier, Kai discovered that the storage room was surrounded by dark energy, which led her to run there. At this point, Bin felt a bit weak. According to Kai, for the past 2 days, he had been in the storage room, and his investigations with the fake Kai and encounters with Hai and Mr. Tran were illusions created by the evil spirit. 2 days without food made Bin want to leave and find something to eat immediately. The two left the school, filled with joy. As dawn broke, everything returned to normal. The mysterious phenomena disappeared, and no one at school had to endure terrifying nights anymore. From that point on, Bin and Kai became close friends. They had shared a mysterious adventure and freed the trapped spirits. More importantly, they learned that courageously facing fears and uncovering the truth were the most important things.